Hello everyone, my name is the Cyber Prime and welcome back to RollOut. And today's installment is a Fireteam of Fools special edition. Basically, you know what RollOut is by now. This is my update series where I just give you a little peek behind the curtain on the channel and tell you how it's going without a script. I have a little bullet point of things I want to cover, and I just ramble about them for a little while. So, today I just wanted to purely focus on the Fireteam of Fools, because I have been absent on the channel for a while, and there's been significantly less Destiny content than usual. But that was all for reasons beyond my control, but I'm hoping to jump back in now, and slowly but surely get back into the swing of things with Destiny content in general. I have multiple projects in the works that I want you to see. I cannot wait for you to actually get to see them. Some one-off challenges, some solo challenges, namely the next big one that you'll see is episode 3 of Destiny Permadeath, which is pretty fun. And yeah, I don't want to say any more just in case, but I'll just put it this way. There is a Destiny 2 Heresy Activity Challenge of some description. There is a Dungeon Challenge that I am trying to do. And there might be something brand new to the channel soon, featuring, I don't know, maybe a new face. We'll have to see, But now, moving on from general Destiny, we are going to be discussing what's next for the Fireteam of Fools. There isn't an awful lot of new information I'm going to be telling you in this, but I am going to be giving you well, not timelines, but I'm going to be telling you the order in which things are going to happen, and kind of a why, and I'm just here to promise that things are still working behind the scenes. The main Fireteam of Fools series hasn't slowed down, but you'll see my next kind of goal now, my next priority. So, before getting into the juicy announcements and, discussion, I just want to confirm that the Fireteam of Fools Complete series will continue to upload, and we've actually almost caught up to the main series, which is pretty fun. So, once they're finished, I may go back and upload a complete series of another favorite series of mine, distinct from Destiny, but, wonder what that could be, So, between now and the start of the Final Fool arc, there is just one more regular episode of the Fireteam of Fools. That's right, you heard me correct. One more episode, as of now, unless I find a reason to make another one. There is only one non-filler episode left of the Fireteam of Fools that will be uploaded before the Final Fool. So it's basically the last hurrah of the normal show, and then the Final Fool kicks off. I hope that makes sense. It's basically acting as a kind of a nice homage back to a previous time, but also wrapping up the Into the Light story of that arc, and just making sure that everything is tied up for the next the next arc, not saga, Jesus, okay, not that far. For the next arc. This has been recorded, edited, and finished, but it will not be uploaded until other projects are finished. This is because I want to upload from this point on as much as possible in timeline order. So while I could technically upload it now, and it wouldn't spoil anything that happened in the other thing that I'll be talking about soon, I'm just going to prefer to have it up and then just give it time to breathe, give it a little bit of a chance for everything to catch up that takes place before it. Then we get that episode, and then there'll be a break before the Final Fool, but I'll explain that later. So, basically, it's done, it's recorded, it's edited. It technically could go up at any second, but I want to finish and wrap up the other things first before we see it. And if memory serves, I'm just going to check that now. This is real improvised. If you couldn't already tell. I believe that that'll be episode 235? Is that right? 234. Oh, that's so close. 234. 234. Oh no, that works out, because that means the Final Fool will be starting off on a nice number, 235. Okay, that makes sense. Never mind. Yeah, so episode 234 is done, and it will be released down the line. So, after that, the Fireteam of Fools New Light Machinima miniseries will be finished off with one more bumper audio special. So, this is due for multiple reasons. organizing on my end, getting people ready to do the actual machinimating. All of the voice actors have been fantastic. The lines have been done ages ago, but it's all of the rest of the stuff that goes into actually making New Light. It's taking a lot, and there's also been a lot of bugs propping up in the actual machinima process now on the actual Destiny end, which is just kind of slowing progress down to the point where it's not fun to do anymore. And that's the point that I realize I want to enjoy this, because it's a fun story. It's a little story that's kind of setting up things for the future, so I want to enjoy the process. So in order to do that and convey the story in a full way, I'm going to squish the last 2 episodes of the machinima, episodes 6 and 7. They're going to be squished together into one last episode of an audio series, or like an audio event. So it will wrap up the entire machinima, same cast, same story, nothing's changed. It's just instead of, oh my watch, but instead of a visual, you'll just get the audio. And that means I can use a narrator, and I can kind of describe some of the scenes with a little bit more flair than would have been possible to film. So hopefully that makes sense. That will be taking up my main priority now, and that is the next project that will release for the Fooliverse. It has my priority. I am going to be working, as of right now, I'm going to be transforming the script for that into an audio script. I will be dubbing over the narrator lines, and I'll be just smushing it all together, and it should hopefully come out relatively soon. I am not going to give a date, because I know I probably won't be able to stick to it, but I'm going to try my best to get it out for you as soon as possible. Next, Turtle Guy Gets Lost in Space, the other audio spin-off series. This has to be wrapped up, and it's going to be wrapped up. Most of the episodes are written. Some of the lines are done for the next episode and the episode after that, I believe. But I just need to finish writing the full... I know exactly how it is. I technically have it all written, but I need to make it sound nice, if that makes sense. For the final series, get that all tied up, and then we can move on to the nice, the cool thing, the very fun thing. The Turtle Guy Gets Lost in Space is a really fun story, especially where it goes towards the end. It gives Turtle Guy kind of a chance to shine and step into kind of a more heroic moment, which he doesn't necessarily get to do all the time in the main series, which is fun. And it introduces new characters, it'll introduce new locations, and it teases some stuff for the future, and it's very fun. I'm looking forward to getting that out to you. So as soon as New Light is over as an audio series, that will be the next thing that will have my focus. I will be releasing every single episode of The Turtle Guy Gets Lost in Space, one after another. Have it done, get it out. That's fantastic. And that will set up the Fireteam of Fools, The Absence Blade. This will be an audio film that will wrap up the entire Lord of the Void arc. So everything that's being gradually set up about the Lord of the Void is all building up to this moment. The David getting lost in the Endless Void. David's The Endless Void, Crossover of the Endless Void audio film. The Turtle Guy Gets Lost in Space, technically. Because if you listened to the Crossover of the Endless Void, you will notice a character that's in that, and also the Turtle Guy Gets Lost in Space. So that might be a thing to look out for. But I'm not going to give any details on how everything properly ties together, but it's all building up towards the Absence Blade. And then, who knows, there might be something after that, there might not. And then it will be the Final Fool. So, my goal is before the Final Fool, all of this kind of Lord of the Void arc will be wrapped up, will be tied up, probably through audio means for everything, and that will give us the full clean state and kind of diving board to dive into the Final Fool, which is going to be, oh, it's going to be incredible. But the Absence Blade, getting back to that, will be a big audio event that will kind of feature a large cast of characters. It will wrap up a lot of the storylines that have been going on. It will tease some stuff from the future, explore the lore, the custom lore of the Fooliverse a little bit more. And yeah, it's just always fun to hear the Lord of the Void, that incredible voice. So thanks again for all the voice actors, but thank you so much for being involved. It's great, you're so talented. But anyway, with that wrapped up, the Final Fool will be the biggest thing on the horizon. It'll be the only thing on the horizon. Everything will build to this. Every spin-off, every series, every episode, and every story. The Final Fool. Only fools fight fate. It's going to be the biggest arc of the Fooliverse ever, and I am super excited to get it to you. Super excited, but we must be patient. The entire story must be told, and when it releases, we may have to release the episode of the Final Fool in phases, but more on that way down the line. But trust me, you're not going to get any secrets from me, but you're going to love it. You're going to love it. If you enjoy the Fireteam of Fools, the Final Fool arc is a step up in quality and never seen before in the actual series. And I cannot wait to see it through to the fruition. It's going to be great. Everyone's putting in their all. There's so much things that I want to say that I'm not going to say because I don't want to give away any spoilers, but it's going to be great. It's going to be so cool. But yeah, that's the main thing. If you want to help out with that series at all, make sure you join the membership on the channel, because that will help kind of, and anything from that will directly feed into the Final Fool and just help make that as amazing as it can be. And I don't think there's anything else I can even tease. No, I don't think so, because I'm not going to tease anything for after the Final Fool, obviously, but the Final Fool itself is the biggest project. But again, TLDR, didn't listen to everything, you're just putting me on in the background and I was rambling. TLDR, Destiny Permadeath Episode 3 coming very soon. The Fireteam of Fools only has one normal episode left before the Final Fool arc. It will be uploaded after all of the audio events. In terms of the audio events, the next one you have will be the Fireteam of Fools New Light Machinima finale, which will just be an audio episode. It will be coming out soon. Then, quickly followed by the Turtle Guy Gets Lost in Space miniseries. It will be wrapped up sequentially in its episodes. Then, the Fireteam of Fools The Absence Blade. And then we'll have to see what happens after that. And then it'll be the Final Fool. And that is where we will see the entire first saga of the Fireteam of Fools, of the Fooliverse, come to fruition. And I really hope you will stick with me and have patience and enjoy every step of the ride, because I cannot wait to finish this saga with you. So, that is me. That's everything I'm going to say. I don't think I have anything else on this list. So, this is a pretty short rollout. Actually, maybe it's not. Maybe this is the normal length. I can't remember what they usually are. But this has been me. This has been my little updates, my little discussions for the Fooliverse, the Fireteam of Fools. And I hope you are as excited as I am to see it all. So, yeah, or listen to a lot of it, as it kind of turns out. But, yeah, I can't wait. So, keep an eye on the channel. More updates will follow as soon as they are relevant. And look out for the next Fireteam of Fools Complete Series episode coming very soon. Maybe even the same day, we'll have to see. Thank you all so much for listening. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. Ooh, voice crack. Goodbye, and roll out.